Welcome. Welcome returning and new subscribers. I am Goddess High Priestess Empress Anwala Pantera. Welcome all back to the channel. Yes, we are here. We are live. Yes, we are, Zorlin. We're going to get into the messages shortly. Let me just give y'all a few to get the, the vibes, notification, and whatnot. We in the portal. Let me see, where we at? What's the planetary hour? This light up here got me squinting just a little bit. Oh, we in a Venus hour. I'm here for it. Yes, I am. Something's missing. Give it just a few. Where are they? Okay. I am back. We are live. And let's get into it. So, there's something about the 7 deadly sins. And there you go. That being the energy that can block or cause some type of blockage, the energy of a blockage in one's life, having that energy around you. Okay. Let me edit this before I have to have a little chit chat with some of these energies in the dream state. So fast. Hold on. Did it change? Yeah, it did. Perfect. So yeah. Now, the essence of a sin, as far as it being an archery term, it means to miss the target. Archery is also connected to, as far as symbol, the archer, Sagittarius, which is connected to Jupiter. The Sagittarius says, I see. So when it comes to 7 deadly sins, and you find yourself in this energy of feeling as though you missing the target, you have something around you that is not willing to transform. Okay? It's constantly doing the same thing, expecting a different result, as far as the 7 deadly sins. And death in general is more so of a transformation. So when you look at these 7 deadly sins, it's more so where you continue to be in a cycle or energies around you. This could be you or energies around you. Either way, you're making a choice based on the conditions you allow to keep occurring in your life, making a choice to keep going down this path over and over and over again. So we're going to see where this ties into, but we do have Jupiter that is going direct. Jupiter is about expansion. It's the rewards that you attain. Let's say where Saturn will tell you no or restrict you and put you through obstacles and challenges for you to gain the wisdom, so that way when this reward comes to you, you can see it as that and basically not sabotage it. So with Jupiter, it's actually direct already, and Venus is in Aries. So it went direct as of yesterday. I love to see it. In Gemini at 11 degrees. So you'll start seeing results and rewards for previous actions. And speaking of the 7 deadly sins, some of you, these actions had to do with lust, gluttony, greed, sloth. What else? Wrath, envy, pride. Pride in the sense of a misuse of your courage. Now, yeah, some of you have definitely removed yourself from people, and especially with Jupiter being in Gemini, third house energy, information that is sitting in your subconscious that you may even be unconscious about or used to be unconscious about, that causes you to keep going in this cycle. Now, Chiron, oh shit, hold up. There's something going on with Chiron that's also going to help you to see why these wounds were occurring the way they were these upcoming days here. Or lucid moments. You might have been in a daze about it. Shit, we about to be in Pisces season real quick. Yo, this. Anyway, I was just about to talk about time, but the way we are connecting to the energies now as a collective, it's going to speed up a lot more. Especially the more time you find to create based off of what you're passionate about and what you're great at. We got the full moon in Leo coming up on the 12th. Jupiter is direct. Venus about to be in a sextile with Pluto, which is going to give you support from people in power, especially in matters of fashion, art, beauty, helping you to make better financial decisions, especially coming out of a cycle where you accepted some of these non-transformational sins because you weren't speaking up for yourself, or you weren't seeing your worth as you should have when it comes to seeing your worth the way you should have. So now you're at this point. Some of you have really been taking heed to the notion of enough is enough and really taking the steps in alignment to that. There's something here about your intuition or one's femininity being at the forefront as well with Venus and Aries. Especially if you are in Aries. I know this shit. There you have it. Black Moon Lilith in Aries comes out. Lead your life. Number one. Shit. Well, And I opened a book to Black Moon Lilith and Libra, which is the polar reflection of Aries. A part of the shadow work of this Black Moon Lilith and Libra energy, in order for you to see that you deserve balance, doing the shadow work and releasing any type of misjudgment around beauty by indulging in self-care, taking your spiritual baths, working with your candles, essential oils, whatever it is that you use to bring forth the sacredness back into your life, as well as speaking positive affirmations, is helping you, or would help you, in terms of the shadow work that is required for you to see that you deserve balance in your life, especially after going through cycles of constantly storm after storm after storm, because that storm comes through to create balance. As far as the masculine energy, would be more so along the lines of no longer dominating others, controlling others, feeling as though you can, or doing things that even you may not want to be honest with yourself that you are attempting to control someone, releasing that. Because in order for you to, let's say we're speaking of manifestation, you're going to really have to tap into your receptivity, the energy of receiving, or the feminine energy. So in order for you to surrender, in order for that to kick in, you have to release control. And that release of control can also help you in matters of releasing energies that are non-transformational, or 7 deadly sins. Black Moon Lilith in Aries. When this card appears as it did for the collective, the universe is calling for you to embrace your desires, set boundaries, and say no. You know how much simpler your life becomes when you say no? Because when you say no, there's nothing for you to do. When you say yes, now that implies there's certain things that have to happen thereafter. Some type of work has to be put in. When you say no, there ain't nothing for you. So you have more time to yourself now, okay? You may feel the need to take on the world by yourself, rejecting support from others for fear of appearing weak. This can leave you feeling depleted. The lesson here is that you can both lead others and rely on them for support. Now that, in order to do that, there's a level trust. There's no level of it. It's just you have to have trust in order to be able to have or be in this type of energy where you can lead others and rely on them for support. Because when you're just leading them without also being able to receive their support, now here comes that controlling nature. Okay. The first step is to change your beliefs around independence. All right. Aries is the masculine first sign of the zodiac, ruling over the self, identity, and personality, symbolized by the ram. It's an energetic fire sign that prefers to blaze its own trail. So here's the thing about that Aries energy too, where when you look at a ram, you see how they are. There's this impulsiveness and this fire that can come about. Now, if you have any type of, let's say, something in regards to your worth, not fully being tuned in and tapped into your worth, there could be a possibility that you're holding on to too many things about the way others view you. So you'll suppress this fire, this impulse that is actually the life force energy that you could use. And when you use it properly, it can actually bring balance into your life without you having divine intervention to come in and, do what it has to do for you. That when it does that, when it's divine intervention, it can come across as a heated argument versus, you stepping into knowing your power, knowing your life force energy, and saying what you have to say at that moment. If people don't agree with it, agree to disagree. Let it be. I heard someone say that today, agree to disagree. Now, I heard it two ways. Agreeing to actually disagree, or agree without saying that you're disagreeing with something. Some of you could have been overusing that energy as well, in terms of constantly agreeing where you disagree. Just so you don't have to say out loud that you do disagree. Now, another side to that is some of you have to be more than okay when you say no to someone and the dynamic shifts, because now you're no longer being, let's say, a doormat to that person. They always come to you because you'll always say yes. And you may have now come across a situation where you've actually said no, and you instantly saw the energy shift. Some of you could be receiving rewards from Jupiter because of that. Especially speaking of the Gemini energy, Jupiter and Gemini, having to do with the way you grew up and the way you move in life based on the way you grew up. So you could be saying no to certain people that you may have possibly looked up to at some point, and now you're just realizing, because you may be doing something now where people are envious and jealous of others just through their thoughts. They don't have to express that to you or to somebody else. And speaking of the 7 deadly sins, envy is one of them. So when it comes to you evolving and you still have someone around you and they're near and dear to your heart, but you notice that every time you're celebrating something, they come along with some low vibrational shit, that's one of them 7 deadly sins in full motion. Because anytime you're at a point where you're about to rise, something that's, it just, but anyway. When the Black Moon Lilith is here, you can feel forced into the role of having to do everything on your own, or your desire and natural tendency toward independence can trigger others. There's something about that where you don't complain about the things you have to do on your own, and there could be an energy around that has to make it a point to let you know that they did it on their own, but you didn't even ask them. For real. They just got to tell you about it for whatever reason. And part of that reason is so they can stroke their own ego, but you connected to your spirit. You want a whole other vibe. Well, I pray that you are. And some of you, this could be an energy of where you may have to watch your mother lean heavily on her masculine energy to support the family. Billie Holiday could also be of significance because she definitely has Black Moon Lilith in Aries. And this can create an inherited pattern of self-reliance and fear of support from others that can leave you feeling unfulfilled. So let's see. Because it's something, the reason why them 7 deadly sins came up is because something is being done from a low vibration, overly done. It's just being done too much. That it caused a pattern of self-reliance, but also a fear of support, which would lead you to feeling unfulfilled. So let me see. What's going on here? Jupiter, the card of Jupiter was in this deck here in reverse, and it went to Rex. So something about while it was in retrograde, which was since October. So I'm getting this energy where some of you have been silent about something. And I heard finally, because normally you would express whatever it is you're thinking or feeling in this situation where you feel you have to do everything on your own because you don't trust the support from anybody else. I'm also getting, it's not that others don't support you. There could just still be this lingering energy that you're releasing now. Obviously, this may have come up through seeing who may come across as if they're supporting you, but no, they're really not. They're just close enough to be nosy. Let's see. The third house. Yeah. Wow. Okay. Your potential to learn something and your local neighborhood with Gemini. Okay. Well, there's that. All of the mutable signs while Jupiter is going direct in the sign of Gemini will see a major change. So Gemini, Virgo, Sagittarius, Pisces. Along with the fact that Jupiter is also at the forefront with the North Node that is in Pisces, because the ancient ruler of Pisces is Jupiter. So in terms of you remaining focused on the path and what you're doing moving forward, it can even come across as moments of relaxation can seem chaotic, but the chaos is more so you recognizing how much you've been able to take but not use fully. So what's an example of this? I'll make it simple. Let's say you're making coffee. You have more than enough coffee grinds or coffee to make, the perfect batch, but you only put not even just enough. If you're making a cup, you put half of a spoon or some shit to that extent. You're not using it. You're not using what you have to make it as potent or to see, what you can gain from using all that you have because of thinking that you're going to run out. So you don't use as much as you can because okay, so someone could be saving, but in a state of fear. You really don't have to move that way because moving that way is actually going to block you from the infinite abundance that wants to actually come your way. It's prepared to come your way, but are you prepared to receive it? So there goes the essence of control. The more you are looking to control something, why am I looking this way? Don't ask. The more you decide to control something, the less you are in the essence of surrender. And if you find yourself unable to be in this energy of surrender, it's time for you to take note of what's going on around you that puts you in this protective shell. Greetings, love. Welcome. That puts you in this protective shell. It could have something to do with the way you learned something, or the example that comes up here for the Black Moon Lilith in Aries, watching, a mother be in the masculine role because she had to be both the mother and father, just as an example. Let's see what else comes through. There's so much information already at your fingertips to help you to lead your life as well. The Sun. Okay. Your immortal spirit, purpose, and destiny is involved. What's at the bottom? The seventh house. Wow. So this is having, as far as your destiny, this has a lot to do with significant relationships, long-term relationships. And we first opened up the book to the Black Moon Lilith in Libra, which speaks of you deserving balance. Part of your purpose and destiny includes balance that comes with you leading your life. That sounds so simple, but for some people, it's not that simple because of the focus of what the conditions are around them. That is having an influence on the way that they process their thoughts with the third and seventh house, that's air energy. Let's get into the archetype of this energy here. Maybe not that, because they're not here. They way over there. I'm not getting up, so. Let's see. Simplify your life. It's that no. Eliminate clutter from your home. Some of you could find yourself doing that too, especially if you have any mutable placements highly aspected in your chart. Eliminate clutter from your home and work life to balance the flow of activities. In contemplation time. Spend time alone meditating upon what you truly desire. Something is very close. Something's very close. And the pattern is that right before you're about to take that leap, there's something that had a pull on you that would keep you doing, it could be the simplest of tasks. Let's say a simple task such as right before you about to go into the next level, you decide you're going to take out the trash, but you don't. But there was an alignment, a universal alignment that was occurring at that time, that if you went to go throw out the trash at that moment, you would have connected with the portal. There could be something in regards to receiving an answer, a confirmation from a license plate, just being this would be a little bit more towards the specific side of what this is that could be coming in and the way it distracts you. It may not even come into your physical reality. It could just be a part of your DNA coding that tends to pause right before you're about to have this major shift. But all of that's being said in terms of this is what you're moving out of, because it's coming more through as you're moving out of it and starting a new cycle, especially with lead your life coming out first. What is 637? I'll make that. To continue working diligently towards achieving your spiritual goals and aspirations while finding balance between your work, family life, and your spiritual journey. You are encouraged to confidently serve as guided, as by continuing to serve your life purpose with passion and purpose. Your material wants and needs will be met, and you and your loved ones will be taken care of by the universal energies. Trust that your beliefs, actions, and pathway are right for you. 637 also encourages you to make a special prayer or wish at this time. Something is very fucking close. The angels are telling you that your powers of manifestation are very strong right now, and your angels want you to focus upon bringing what you want into your life. Make a wish right now. Close your eyes. Inhale and exhale. Fill your belly with air. Exhale. through your mouth. Before you make that wish, do that about 4 times. Really just calm the energy down. And when you ask for this wish, ask in the form of it already being received. We are in the Venus hour. Venus says, I have, along with I balance. And in doing so, blase, 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 your wish. I have, therefore I am balanced. And I am grateful for, boom, 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 boom. I'm grateful for the collective. Shame. There you go. Now, it says, know that you are well blissed. Be open and receptive to learning new things. I love that. Especially in regards to how you can further serve and help people with your natural talents and abilities. Keep alert to new opportunities that may appear to come from out of the blue. And look what comes out. Self-employment. You are a born entrepreneur, and your business is surrounded by magical opportunities. Pearls. I remember when we did a message and it was healing, something about that message too. I may have titled it with the word hail in it too. But hail represents the pearls of God. Out of the blue. Look at this. It's usually, well, out of the blue, it could be above or below now. It could be the sky, it could be the waters. What is surrounding this energy? Yeah. Let's go to the fairies. Welcome, loves. Okay. That. Healing. I love that. Now is the time for you to give or receive healing. Everyone has a natural ability to heal others. Yes, even you. What is surrounding? What is this magical opportunity surrounding? I'm hearing healing childhood wounds too. Nature's signs. Be receptive to the subtle messages from nature as you go about your day. There's no coincidence as to why that example of even when you get the nudge to go throw out the trash, at that moment, just go out and do it. Especially if you know you have to. You know what I'm saying? It's not on some, oh, you don't got nothing in the trash. And you, no, it's more so you was about to, but you may have other things going on and you get sidetracked. No. There's something in nature that wants to speak to you and bring clarity to each and every one of you. Be receptive to the subtle messages from nature as you go about your day. Nature talks to us continually. We need only our hearts and minds. Healing, nature's signs of healing. Nature's signs of healing. Let me get one more. Look in the book. Look in a book. Whatever your question right now, you'll find the answer in a book. The words you find will bring the insight you seek. What we opening the book to, Lilith? Oh shit, the book is right here. The deck is not, but the book is. Okay, just having a moment at this time. All right, let's look in the book. Let's see what archetype this is. The unseen. Oh shit. Okay. The spirit, the ancestor, the eternal. Being graced by the unseen is a gift. Treat it kindly. Allow yourself to be seen by eternal eyes. Guidance comes in many forms. Don't expect it to be glittery or comfortable. The spirit world speaks the truth. Sometimes it soothes and sometimes it burns. The unseen is just as it sounds. We cannot see it, yet it sees us, watching and waiting with wisdom, both kind and instructive. We feel this presence, sense it, intuit it, and then doubt its existence, though it rallies our attention time and time again. So this is very synchronistic at this point because there's a lot of sign language happening, okay? Language of signs. So the moment you doubt, the way you alchemize doubt, doubt puts you in the presence of asking a question. That's why there's no benefit in giving that to someone else, because when it should never even be given to anyone else in general. The reason being, when you are in a state of doubt, what you have to do is question yourself why you're there. Doubt is just the signal of you're not asking the questions you have to ask for yourself to gain the clarity. What is getting in the way of you asking those questions to gain the clarity? Okay. When you give someone the benefit of the doubt, that's basically a way of you giving your power away. Your power to ask yourself the question, so you put the question in someone else's authority. And putting them in that position can literally have you now in an argument because it wasn't a question for them to answer or even ask. It was yours. The energy of the unseen may come in many forms: a compelling dream, a sudden insight, a clear voice, a vision, or message from a loved one who passed to the other side. It is natural to fear these communications as they challenge our perception of what is real. Even that too. Because the fear, it's the block of the root chakra. An activated, awakened root chakra is someone with trust. Someone with an unconditionally loving connection to trust. So now you don't misplace it or misuse it with whomever is not to receive that from you. Doesn't mean you stop trusting. You just don't place it in the hands of anyone who won't be nurturing to that aspect of you. When that's my thing boiling. Hold on. Is it actually? Yeah. Okay. When this card appears, your guides are near. The eternal is present. The doorway between worlds is ajar. Listen. The sounds may seem as though they come from a distant land, but they call from your innermost chambers. When in the light of the unseen, your clairvoyant guidance is up the roof and beyond, and you receive whispers of wisdom. When in the shadows, dark looming energy, unwillingness to forgive, because it's for you. It ain't for somebody else. That forgiveness is simply for you. Because forgiveness allows you to where you were giving the essence of your foundation, your trust. Forgive. When you were giving it away, you can take it back. Because it belongs to you. You take it back with love. To go deeper, King Hamlet, the three fates, and the shining. You can only ask one question. Oh, that's deep. The fact that the three fates came up. You can only ask 3 questions from the past, present, and future. Now, let's just say, because doubt and fear came up. This could be something you may want to journal with yourself too. This will really transform a lot for you. Promise you. When it comes to whatever it is you doubt or fear, and you can only ask one question regarding the past, present, and future, what would those questions be? Meditate and answer them. Or allow, as it says here, the signs of nature to bring forth the healing to close off that cycle, okay? Because you're also going to see where that has a purpose in your life, okay? Let me see what Lilith has to say. Elevated status right now is at the bottom of the deck. Black Moon, Lilith, and Capricorn. So you're going to an elevated status there. Okay. Unseen. Clarify the unseen. Clarify the unseen. Ashira? Wow. Basically, God's wife type of energy, the energy, mother of the gods. And then you have 120, which is the beginning of Aquarius season. Something, Aquarius season, I know. Celestial cosmic energy. So it's a question about the future. The most important question is the one of the future. When asking the 3 fates of past, present, and future. Because the past and the present is going to determine which path or which route you take to get there. Projection. Your spiritual goal, 44. Now, let's look at this. It was just 43, 44 on the clock too. Look at this from a human design perspective. The projector has to be very careful about who is in their energy. If it's not something you can look at, figuratively speaking, that you would want to consume or digest, there's no reason to be around it. Because the energy of the projector takes in a lot of what's going on around them and expands it or exposes it. So it could be a gift and a curse per se, in the sense of, if in that type of design, you're in a relationship, you're going to constantly, in a relationship that doesn't serve you, you're going to constantly be looking for what can make this better, because projectors are intrigued as to the way people operate. And if you are a projector, that'd be the best thing for you to study for real, is human design, so you can get a better sense of your reality. So if it's not something that you would be excited to consume, literally digest, eat, then it shouldn't be around you. Okay. Let's see. Innovative genius, Aquarius energy. Ashira, the ancient divine feminine goddess, mother of the gods, whom the ancients worshipped as the goddess of heaven. When her oracle card shows up in the reading, consider matters involving the mother, home, and your family tree. Not everyone has a nurturing and healing experience with maternal energy in their life. Speaking of this, Black Moon lit up in Aries speaks of that too. Not everyone has a nurturing and healthy experience with maternal energy in their life. So if this applies, the shadows around us can feel difficult. Issues of fertility and children can arise. It's time to face what has been hidden beneath the surface. You also can be changing your home, renovating, or taking part in ancestral healing through a spiritual modality. Nature. Healing, nature signs. Ashira was an ancient goddess who was the goddess consort of the supreme god and fertile mother of 70 gods. So this is talking about her story, but Ashira is another example of how powerful dark feminine figures have been demonized by male-dominated religious patriarchy. She was considered evil, a false god that one should not worship for fear of punishment. Men were supposed to lead the church, with women as subservient and silent. Even the demonized Queen Jezebel, which is on basically the next page for real, worshipped Ashira, having dedicated pagan rituals and ceremonies to the queen goddess. Not only was she a goddess and deity, but Ashira was also the name for sacred ceremonial poles or trees used on ancient pagan altars. Nature is not playing, especially these oak trees. 414, if you see the number 414, take yourself by an oak tree, sit there, relax, and chill, and just see what comes to you. It is theorized that they were used to worship and venerate the goddess, the trees, and ceremonial poles, sacred ceremonial poles. These Ashira poles were typically used in pagan practices, but were later banned and demonized by the religious patriarchy. As far as the unseen message from Ashira, nurture yourself, heal, and tap into the wisdom of the supreme goddess. So you may want to research her as well. As far as even name numerology, what else comes up in gematria? Let me see. I'm at least do that one, the gematria. I want to see something. Ashira. She's connected to number 193, 360, and 60. What's 193? Without self-control, intemperate. Let me see. 360, that's okay. Completion of a cycle. But let's see in the lexicon what's equivalent to. To unloose, undo again. To depart, break up, to depart from life, to return. 60. What's 60? in, of, or belonging to the marketplace. Something about your hand. Han, H-A-N, Han, or nah. No. No. Okay. Here's because with nature signs and healing, I just put a Shira's card down and it just says heal. The unseen. Okay, so there's an activation of your code, your DNA code. As a supreme god, supreme goddess energy coming along those lines. And anything that occurs on the planet, take note as to what is the chakra of that area, because the LA fires, that chakra is connected to the root. So there's been a purification of the root. Let me see. We got friendships that came out. There's something here about an ending of certain friendships from your past that plays a major role in the way you move next. Transformation. Surrender to a transformation in your life that's happening for your highest purpose. Embrace your transformation. The best is yet to come. Speaking of, we was talking about the very beginning, the 7 deadly sins, or just 7 non-transformational energies that constantly have when you miss the target. When you're around energies that allow you to evolve, now you're speaking of a soul tribe, not friends. It's a word that's constantly used, but furthermore, you got magical gateway. It takes courage and trust to venture into the unknown. Because especially for those of you who are calling people friends, but they expressing one of them 7 deadly sins, whether if it's slight envy or they think they playing in the way they express themselves to you, or when you're celebrating something, they come at you right in the next second about some bullshit they got going on. So your celebration is short-lived. This is what we're talking about. And remember what we said before. There's something about an energy that comes towards you that has you missing a portal, magical gateway shows up, that can literally have you taking the lead in your life the way you've always been supposed to. This portal is here again. It takes courage and trust to venture into the unknown. Yet this is where the greatest rewards are. It's time to step boldly forward without looking back. Okay, go outside. That's a whole fucking confirmation. Because if you go to the beginning of this message, that example was right in alignment to that. It's time to go outside, tune into the powerful peace of nature, wherever you are, and feel at one with your habitat. What's at the bottom? Journey. Speaking of leap, somebody got them hands too. Just saying. It's time to prepare for a journey. It may be impromptu or planned. Either way, make sure you're ready when the time comes. Pack your passport now. Because some of you could really have people around you who will have you second guessing. No, you shouldn't go there. You shouldn't do this. You're going to go by yourself. Again, the calling has your number, not theirs. Okay? Let me get one more. This here. Divination and magical blessings. Whatever you're going through, you're being assisted by magical fairy blessings. These fairies say you can bless others too. Ooh, that's deep. Because You got divination that came out. Embrace your powers of divination. If you can't share these powers of divination, because some people are still in a box about certain things, you need to clear the space. Embrace your powers of divination, which are especially strong right now. You have the ability to see your current situation with crystal clear clarity. Boy. And yeah. The white rabbit. It would. Spark of curiosity, gnosis, spiritual awakening is time. Heeding the call. Okay? Heeding the call. And then you have yacht. Adventure. Say less. It definitely did tell you. Get the packing. Get your passport ready. It was at the bottom of the deck. Go with your trust moving forward and those you can trust. We have adventure, affluence, luxury, mobility, travel, sophisticated, great ease, smooth sailing, wealth, extravagant, over the top. Shit about to get real quick and lovely for y'all. What else? You got bodybuilder, power, strength, forceful, determined, disciplined. Self-improvement, intense self-improvement due to mastery. 756. Let me get one more. Oh shit. Turn up. And the emerald. I love the seal it, seal it, seal it. Oh, I didn't even look at that whole list. I just looked at the numbers. Hold up. Let me see if there's anything significant. But seal. Puerto Rico could be of significance. Miami, as far as the trip. Name of God. Rashid Bast. Okay. Famous. I am that I am. Great in time. Ding, 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 ding. Seal spirit, inner wisdom and intuition. They navigate both land and sea. Yeah, so something here about your self-employment. And the connection to your subconscious mind in the spiritual realm. 756 to 1. 775, 757. Hold up. What is... Okay, so it just come up that way. Let me look at 757. Actually, let's go here. Boom. Yeah, hold up. Seal. See, oh, ooh, I seal the output of space. Today is the red overtone Skywalker day. Empower in order to bring order to chaos. Empower. So empower in order to explore, commanding wakefulness. I seal the output of space with the overtone of radiance. I am guided by the power of birth. With the overtone of radiance, red overtone Skywalker. Again, they're coming through again with your calling is it's only your number that's being called here. A phone call could be significant, for real, for real. With the overtone of radiance. So there's this light that some of you are carrying that could no longer be mishandled, or it will no longer be unseen. I'm getting fully by you. Or by you could be of significance too, but your light can no longer be unseen by you. And with the Supreme Goddess coming up, it's an energy of you may have suppressed something subconsciously, unconsciously suppressed something subconsciously, and now it's being released. What's going on the planet, the fire at the root chakra is actually bringing that up. LA, Los Angeles, angels, angles of light are being opened. That light can no longer be unseen. Fuck. This the shit I be talking about. Clear this, say less. The light will no longer be unseen. Your light will no longer be unseen. The night of April 25th, 2012, a universal blessing is released upon all. Well, 2012 is very significant in terms of a shift, though. April 25th, the night of April 25th. That's on that 7561 on the gematria list. Right before that, what is the purpose of life? Why has man been given the power of reason in an evil world? To recognize that you're in the world but not of it. So the world you live in depends on the perception you carry. You got the Ten of Pentacles that comes out here. The love, the career, the lifestyle, family, all is well. Well, I love that for your first card. For some of you, this is something regarding health. I'm getting the energy of a clean bill of health. Which is beautiful. Absolutely. In order for you to enjoy the blessings that are coming, that's the transformation here. 2013 could be significant. You got the Ten of Pentacles with the transformation card, the Death card. This is power, though. This is receiving assistance from powerful people, for real. And it did mention get ready to travel. We have Leo energy showing up. Regal, royalty. Ashira. The unseen. Ashira, the essence of Ashira is really helping some of you here. You have a strong connection to Ashira, or the women that were taken out of the Bible. Yeah. You see how this self-employment card has this mermaid pouring in these gems? There's something about someone here that the result of an epiphany or a revelation leads to a lifestyle of luxury. It's something that happens day and night, day to night, night to the next lucid moment. You come out of a daze. Now you're actually living. So this could be the essence of joy and gratitude that you practice consistently, and it's opening up massive doors for you because you now have a deep understanding of the way energy actually works. Now, others of you, you are someone who is here to assist people to transform. You could possibly also be a white world bridger and galactic signatures, where the moment that you release is something you let go of, that you have a revelation about, that brings you this abundance that's literally been held for you. Very similar to this projection card, your spiritual gold for real. The Phoenix is right under that, by the way, which is the Death card again. Death and rebirth. Emotional clearing, dissolution is under that. Let's see. Then you have the Queen of Cups at the bottom of the deck. For some of you, you're clearing up a massive maternal wound. And I heard ancestral roots, inheritance. Ancestral roots, inheritance. Something you unconsciously hid in your subconscious. This is given treasure energy because this is coming up under the 10 of Pentacles. Something was hidden from you that is no longer hidden. You have to follow the trail of the signs of nature. Virgo. 8 of Pentacles, Sun and Virgo. Trust your gut. Pay attention to your nervous system. Success comes to you when you're at ease. No longer having to work hard per se for a certain way of living. You are being gifted the lifestyle of literally just being you and being more than okay. Being taken care of by the universe by fulfilling your purpose. Something also in regards to Pluto in the 12th house I'm getting as well. The Six of Cups. What the fuck? Okay. You're the one that has the key to the code. No one else from past generations was able to attain this type of coding or experience but you. There's going to be a transformation in the type of connections you have as well with the Gibo rune. Look at this shit. The Hangman, Pisces, 12th house energy. The 6, Life Path 6, 33, March 3rd, 1933. 1833 as well. Let's see. The 5 of Pentacles. This is deep because this something here that's clearing some type of genetic dysfunction. Something, let's say, diabetes, high blood pressure, all those other things that are really energetic. The High Priestess is on top of this. What is that? I was gonna say, what is the secret? Look at this. It has to do with love. It has to do with relationships because of the energy of other people that is attacking the spirit per se. Because when the spirit is under attack, the body has to feel that. But the root of the matter is the spirit. I just shit. The Justice card. Now this is giving some strong past life. I came back from my shit. Leaving breadcrumbs, leaving the trail. So this message will be for someone who is literally at the verge of regretting so much shit and not realizing that this is literally the path that you set up for yourself to get to where you're going next, which is leading your life with purpose. The World card, travel. You're 7227. This is something you're also going to be known for. 2022 could be of significance too. But this it's being balanced out because we're looking at this section, which would make it the last card, the 9th card. This year, this 9 year, September could be of significance. The 27th, the 18th, in terms of when things get cleared out. They saying full moon in Leo is the beginning of all of this, the new beginning. Getting everyone prepared before the eclipse season comes into play and really shake shit up for real. The moon right now is also in Taurus in the first quarter. So this is about taking note of you seeing yourself based on the manifestations that you set out the new moon in Aquarius. Because come Leo season, when it manifests, which will be obviously July, August, for Leo season. In the center of this right now is the 6 of Cups, something of the past. I'm getting soulmates. Receiving your just due. Let's see. Let's see what comes up under the Death card. And the 6 of Cups, which are both Scorpio cards. So the presence of a Scorpio in your life has to do with you connecting with your shadow side. Let's see what this is. The Five of Swords. Well, the first thing I heard was lies. 5'11". Someone could actually be that tall. Or that date could be of significance. Five of Swords. I'm getting this energy where nobody wanted to talk about anything. But that played its role in the sense of, speaking of the doubts and the fears, utilizing that energy to now ask yourself those questions. Even if you, let's say you had a dream of this type of vibe, Five of Swords and the Five of Pentacles, lies, not being supported. Even when you asked, you were almost kind of made fun of, and that shit really hurt you to your core. The way people were moving around you when you were genuinely asking for some type of assistance, and you don't normally ask. And when you do, it's thrown in your face. You could have a dream about that, where you see all of these people that have done that to you. But what you can do is utilize that energy, right? And ask yourself the significance of these relationships you have with these people. And let's say if it's a mother or father or siblings or something of that nature that you see, you can look at, if it's your parents that you're seeing, think about the connection they had with their parents, because it could actually be their parents showing you where they could have maneuvered better with their children, but they're just showing it to you as the example as to what they went through, what you feel also to come through with some level of forgiveness, because what the child may have gone through is the result of the parent going through that with their parent, and their parents' parents going through that, and so on and so forth. 7700 on the clock. So yeah, because this is a lot of past life energy that's showing up here. Let's say if this is someone you're in a relationship with, 7th house wise. Look to see what energies are in your 7th house, what sign is ruling your 7th house. Is always, the 7th house is going to be the opposite of your rising sign. So looking to see what type of dynamic in the shadow aspects of that sign that you are constantly connecting to, because that shadow aspect is actually helping you to see, what to change. You have the 10 of Cups here at the bottom of the deck as we're saying all of this. Because this is being cleared, especially again with the Justice card showing up in the 9th position. With the 5 of Pentacles on top of that and the High Priestess. Let me see what's here. 10 of Pentacles, the Moon in reverse, the Knight of Cups. So this may have to be about love, possibly. Or in general, the dream state, that you're seeing what's being balanced out in regards to why you would take certain emotions from people, certain offers of love. Or why would you say yes to certain invitations that you actually didn't really want to go to, but you were still clearing out the essence of the 3 of Swords, unconsciously clearing out the 3 of Swords by these situations that you said yes to trigger a memory by you being in that experience. 2028, which is 3 years from now, it's 8:28 on the clock, is going to be very significant. And you have the Page of Cups. Little by little, small steps, trails. Hangman. Hold on. It really feels as though with Jupiter going direct in Gemini, you're much clearer as to why things weren't moving the way they're supposed to. At least you felt they were supposed to. By recognizing certain things moved as they should for you to clear your way. Especially if there was anything that was in your bank of information, because Gemini third house vibes has to do with information and becoming much clearer about it. The moon reverse, sun energy. It could be unmasking a lie. Ten of Pentacles is Mercury, Virgo. So this could be where you would lie to yourself about what you see initially and what you're intuitively guided to do, but choose to give reason to it, and it keeps you there. So now you may find yourself in a 7-day, 7-month, 7-year cycle that was just supposed to be a moment for you to recognize it, but since there was, more maturity and growing that had to be done, it was extended for the amount of time that it was. This is quite the mystery. Synchronicity. Okay. Your prayers and questions are being answered by synchronistic events. Notice them in order to increase their flow. Have faith and pay attention. This is, you know what? Your prayers. Notice repetitious signs. Your prayers. Notice repetitious signs. One of those was nature. The other one was friends. Go outside. This card said your prayers are manifesting. Remain positive and follow your guidance. In order to increase the flow of synchronistic events, notice them. Pay attention. Notice repetitious signs in your inner guidance as this yield valuable information. What I'm getting from this is though it's specific to especially that which you feel as though, oh, I'll write that down later. No, you better write that shit down right then and there. Get your phone out, do something. If you gotta ask somebody for a pen and paper, do that. Shit, y'all might meet somebody that tells you something extremely valuable just by you asking them for a pen and paper. Because that really came through. Awesome. What about that? Time to move on. It may give a message that, or something symbolic. Their clothing. Something symbolic about someone's clothing. In the event that someone does ask someone for a pen and paper or some shit. It's time to let go of the old and worn out so that the new can come in. Now I'm getting Yeezy. Self-forgiveness. Let go of old guilt and remember that you're God's perfect child. With the mother of the God showing up here for you. Let's not forget. Helping you make a decision with the number 20. Blissed change. A major life change brings you great blessings. Solitude. Your solitude is going to certainly pay off because it's going to bring you the enlightenment. Clearly seeing the Hermit card holding that lantern. What's this? What's this here? How does this major life change show up for the collective? What's the energy of this major life change? How does this show up? It ain't the Hermit card, but it sure is Virgo. And we talked about this earlier. Pay attention to your nervous system. Some of you have to do things more relaxed and feeling as though you have to, you know what I'm saying? Get up and do it. Just do the best that you can in making sure you ground yourself first before you do anything, especially if it's for you. You know what I'm saying? Or if anything that you do. If you feel rushed, something about it, if you feel rushed, no. Pay attention to your nervous system when you're being asked to do something and when you say no, because for some of you, that's going to require you to say no. Queen of Cups. On some real chill out, chill out. Some of you have children, they'll understand. If you express it to them from a, from a place where have that conversation, have that dialogue so they do understand. The same way you would have wished that someone that was raising you to have a conversation. Obviously, that's not everybody because not everybody has that experience. But be the person you wanted to have around you while you were growing up, especially if you have children. Have that conversation, because some of you at 9, 7 years old, you felt you were mature enough to have certain conversations. Only you know the soul that you have and why you ask certain questions or why you move the way you move. What else? How does this show up, this major life change? Work. The Emperor, self-employment. 8-4-48. Laws of Power. That book could definitely be a significant here for some of you. Making that part of your practice. But this bliss change could be coming from somebody extremely powerful that you're not even aware of. But you're focused on your heart. So your soul awareness is bringing this in. But the thing is, this Emperor energy is, I'm getting that they're waiting on Source to say, now they're ready. They've completed the cycle. What is this Emperor waiting on? The fucking Sun. Till they sense the essence. It's an essence of you being prepared and ready to lead your life. Because that's Aries right there. And that was the first card that came out. Oh. That makes sense. Because this is the type of support that you can actually trust. So if you've been going through these bouts of having to do everything on your own and unable to have others to help you, this type of help that's coming into your life is more so you're still helping yourself, but they come with an 8810. They come with a certain level of assistance. This could be financially. An investment, a proposal goes through, a major contract goes through. What is it fading on? What is this? For the cycle to be completed. Bishop. Something about that. What is this? What is he waiting for? Healing, the stars, alignment. Oh shit. Y'all. What did we do at the beginning when it said make a wish? Ask and you shall receive. 2017 could be significant too. I'm hearing they have grown, they have matured, they're ready. Look at this as the same person. When they're ready to let their hair down, relax, and effortlessly ask through aligning with what it is that they're asking for. Your asking is more so you being in alignment to what it is you're asking to show up in your life. Or ask that version of yourself, your future self, what do we have to do right now to make this shift happen in the physical? Three of Pentacles. Mars and Capricorn. What are you ambitious about? Are you actually following your ambitions? Or are you ambitious about something that doesn't even serve you? Because that's not for this. You'll remain in this energy if you're constantly, you know what I'm saying, feeding things that are not fulfilling. 9119. Advice. The Queen of Swords. Stand in your power. Know your truth. Yes, you've gone through a lot. But clear your mind. Recognize you deserve balance. Because it's time for you to be seen. And you're being seen. You're being watched currently here. Some of you, you're definitely being watched. I just saw 914-9. You're being watched by some type of earth angel or a significant spiritual presence as you go through these magical gateways that's going to really bring forth relationships that are for the long term. Look at your 7th house. Do your shadow work when it comes to the energies that are there. What are the shadow sides of that energy that's in your 7th house? Okay. Advice about this, one more. The 4 of Cups. None of these situations you have gone through in the past should put you in a space where you don't feel anymore. Because feeling is feeling is the key. Because this is apathy. But this is also the moon in Cancer. I'm telling you, there's something. What the fuck? There you go. Right here. That 914-9. There go that angel. Someone name could be angel too. But look at this energy here in regards to ask your future self, because your future self is literally just sitting there. Yo, what the fuck is taking you so long? Look at this. It's the same. This right here is right behind here. This is 13. This is 18. 4 and 9. Anyway. Right in between this on an L is the 6 of Cups. Because this is speaking to this 4 of Cups energy. Unconsciously, okay, hiding something in your subconscious mind so deep that not even in this lifetime, it has to get done now, basically. Whatever this, what was it? What is this? What is this about? Not this one. What is this about? Very likely. At this time, the situation or outcome is likely to occur. Not believing and knowing that what you choose to create, you can create with the number 3, Jupiter and fucking Phoenix. There goes the 9. Transformation, eternal soul rising from ashes, new era, alchemy. The end is just the beginning. Wanting to do something so much that at one point you were afraid to end what was required for this beginning to happen. And then you have the Knight. Had to do with your fighting spirit. That's Aries. That's this card again. So it keeps coming back to, for some of you, this is related to a maternal issue. Or just the essence of feeling as though you have to do everything yourself. And you don't. Because you have an unconscious, subconscious fear that you would be left out in the cold to then have to do something on your own. No. That cycle's over. That cycle's over. Big time. Pow! It's over. Excitement. The fuck. The catalyst for change. Unexpected, fast, sudden. Develops over time. Purify. That could be significant too. Coughing to release energy. My eyes tearing and shit. Because in order for you to cross that threshold of where you're allowing situation of the past to take over the way you maneuver, you have to be still enough to literally, who's that? Wow. I just got the image of Yemoja from this deck just now as I closed my eyes. Ooh-wee. Coño. That's exactly what I just saw when I just closed my eyes, and it's sitting there at the bottom of the deck. A breakup was a catalyst for some of this, for some of you. Experiencing someone with a short fuse. Wow. Ashe. I literally just saw that image as I closed my eyes, and it's at the bottom of the deck. The goddess of all that flows. I am an ocean of creative energy. I give birth to what exists within me, and that is the energy of the galactic signature. What it say? It says, I am guided by the power of birth. Literally, as you're speaking of the threshold, you got to sit in that energy. Not as you experiencing it, but observing it from a point of view of where it started from. You can't do this. You can't connect to the energy as to where it started from, because you'll get the signs and the information that is required for you to let it go as to why it even started, so you can end it. It may put you in the essence of where, you know what I'm saying, where you may start to feel sorry for people, but don't do that either. Just see it as it is and do what it is you have to do with unconditional love in your heart to release it from you and everyone else that is connected to you in your bloodline. With that, my loves, that is your message for this evening. I'll see you on the next live. Ciao.